Time. The aesthetic of abundance.
Okay, bye.
Don't stop the rhythm. Don't stop the rhythm. Don't stop the rhythm. Don't stop the rhythm.
Check 1, 2. Sit one, I go number 1 and number 2. Oh man, Scooby Druid in the chat. Got your model right here, baby. Also, I'm reading your note. Green, magenta, purple, fluorescence. All the colors I like. Scooby Druid. Look, man. It's a box with a giant demon in it.
Don't stop. When the bass drop. When the bass drop.
Just waiting for my lady to get back from her tutoring job. I have a feeling she's gonna play some video games in the Beats Lab. She's been fucked up with a sciatica attack for like 2 weeks almost. Be a prey. Right? We don't even know what to do. Muddy Funster, what's up, player? Great prey. I know, that's exactly what I thought of. True level.
Let's do it!
Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here, next level painting. Hit me, bro. I'm that literal best of all days. Captain Banhammer, what's up, brother? Says hooty hoo. Let me get some love in chat right there. We're doing it again. Still got to train. 27 months like a legend. Yeah, so we're moving into the summer, which means a couple of things. We typically have like a promo in the summers. Bag, guy's bag. Exclamation point, new art. We get caught up on shipping, and going into August is when we start sorting out our stream anniversary. Be like 9 years, I think, this year. It's a lot different than it used to be when we first started. Savage Shark, how goes it, Kevin? Rocking that beard. Oh. Doing what I can to hold down this beard game. Every couple of years we gotta go through a new look. We've already got deep lore on the beard look. With great beards comes great responsibility. Soltar says found a new song to annoy Dr. Rhino with. What'd you get? Savage Shark. No joke, I've been trying to get my beard that length. No luck. Why not? Does it just like keep falling off or something? I don't get it. There's no luck in growing your beard. Just grow it. Go full hobo. Just like it. Captain Banhammer. Oh, he doesn't go any longer? Is that a thing? I've never grown a beard before, so like, I just like stopped shaving one day, and then this is what happened. And it'll keep going if I let it. I take my little like, the fuck's the word I'm looking for? What's the beard trimmer? I don't know. Clippers. I'm just like to get the flyaways, and I'm like just a little bit here and there. I didn't realize it would just stop growing. I thought like if everyone just stopped shaving and cutting their hair, everyone's hair would be long as shit, right? Huh. So some people have like a hard cap. Captain Banhammer says mayonnaise and creatine. Creatine in your beard. Little Gatorade for the electrolytes. Get jacked. Get your beard jacked. Get those gains. Ray Price's beard genetics can be a fickle bitch. I never noticed, I guess. Makes sense, though. Probably just like everything else. Soltar. Beards don't stop growing completely, but they do reach a maximum length, known as the terminal length, after which the individual hairs fall out and are replaced. So there's a cap, all right? Terminal length. You should see my uncle's terminal length. This shit's down to fucking belly button, bro. He's out of control with his shit. Will Sark in the chat. What's up? Savage Shark. It's been a while since he attended. Have they painted those EC models yet? I mean, we kind of fake painted an EC. We painted a Purple Titan for like 2 years. So we just finished that up. All the VODs on Patreon right now, edited down. Will Sark, you beat World Eaters by 1 point last night. Got 9 points off Challenger card. What Challenger card did you get? I gotta play the new deck. Guess I'm not really that big of a rush. I don't have everything lined up right now. But I would like to. All the secondaries and the Challenger cards are really easy. Especially for Eldar. It looks like a better system. New season mechanic. Crazy. What's up, brother? How you doing? Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm keeping an eye on the ring cam. I'm gonna see what my lady wants to do. She's been fucked up, dude. She went to a chiropractor or care. She's already got neuropathy meds for this shit, man. She's been having like a 2-week long sciatica flare up. She was on crutches for like 2 days. Rest on the weekend, go back to work. Like, bro, it's been a nightmare for her. She's at work. She's doing tutoring right now. Matt's she's on her way home right now. I don't know what her goals are. She's been just like laying on a heating pad in the beach slab, resting it. Bo's Magic, what's up, player? I only dealt with the sciatica. Remember that one time I threw up my back taking a leak? No, she's just gonna take her medicine and go to bed. Poor thing. But man, remember when I threw my back out and bulged my disc? It's the only time I had the sciatica pain. And that shit sucks. It's just like every bit as bad as gout. Reaper, you play any more Diablo? New ladder? I'm proud of you for playing a little bit. She's almost here. When she gets here, I'm gonna go meet her, give her pillows so she can go crash out. She's been taking gabapentin, I think is what it's called. That's what they had her on. But I guess they had her on a baby dose for like a while. And then when she went to the urgent care, they're like, yeah, this is a nothing dose. You should maybe up it. And it makes her go to sleep. She falls asleep, so she can't like take. Like, you should really be taking it twice a day. She's like, bro, how am I gonna go to work on this shit? She's like, asleep, instantly. 2 seconds. Like, Savage Shark, yeah, the gout, man. That's my sciatica. The end, you broke your left foot. It's been a month. And they said no walking for another month. Ugh, God. How do you move? Do you have like a boot or something? How do you get around? Fuck. Let me pull up the ring cam. So I can get live footage. Is that her? Oh. Come on, man. Now it wants to be slow. Yeah, that's her. Alright, let me go set her up, guys. Give me like, I don't know, a couple minutes. Keep this party going. Captain Van Hammer, you throw your back last summer. 1 million gabapentin at a time. Did you fall? Did you just pass the fuck out? Make sure like fucking cloud 9, dude. Alright, BRB. Keep the party. All day, every day. We're back. Back to Banhammer. Replay. I checked out of D2 that night. Act 3 is where I always gas out with 2. It's tough, right? But as a barbarian, you have leap. Leap over this bitch. I like it because it's this act that we've been skipping for like 20 years, you know? Where, you know, with the Durance of Hate, like, flail skip. And I have like almost no memory of like the flare. What the fuck is going on with this cord? How did this happen? I must have moved something. Got this cable in the way. But like I've like as a kid, you know, like, or a kid, I say a kid, I was like 18. But like as a kid, I have like real no memory of the Flare Dungeon, the Spider Cavern, the sewers, bro. I'm like, I didn't even know this place existed in the game. That place sucks. Like, and now I have to like learn them as much as I know like Act 2 and everything, you know? Learn the maps and stuff. Dark Horse in the house. Yeah, Captain Banhammer. Yeah, so I just got her set up. You said they gave you like 1 million gabapentin. They only had her on like 100 milligrams for her neuropathy. And got like, I don't know what's going on with teacher healthcare, but like, bro, like at least in Florida or at least in this county, it's trash, bro. It's like one of those like big ass buildings that's like all old and busted looking, and they want to keep you inside the building and never refer you to a specialist that's not there. I mean, when I met her, dude, I was like, I saw some of the pills she was taking. I was like, so you have an endo? Like an endocrinologist? She's like, I don't know what that is. I was like, what? And then like, got her in there to see to get a referral, but they were like, they were playing it loose as fuck, dude. And they wouldn't let her get like a CT scan, nothing like that. So finally it was so bad, we went to the ER. And they gave a referral to a neuro person, and then from there we got a CT scan, and then from there, you know, they were like, you have degenerate disc like everyone, and he gave her 100 milligrams of gabapentin, and it's like, this is nothing. Like this, like then we went, this was the last flare up, and now, you know, 8 months later we went to urgent care, and they're like, this is nothing, this is might not be taking it. Like, and so now she's taking more, but it's still. Like, I talked to my mom, who takes double the new dose of what she's taking because you're supposed to take it in the morning and at night. And that was my question, Banhammer. When you took that shit, could you function? Like, my mom could function. She's like, yeah, I'm just a little tired. Bro, my lady, she's like, she takes it. She's like, 3, 2, 1, bye. See you tomorrow. I guess they said everyone, it was because it's like a neuro blocker or something, right? So everyone has different responses to it. She's like, whoa, look at the tracers and the lights, you know, when she takes it. Indiana Rampage. You found the Blood Bowl equivalent to the Titan build instructions. What'd you find? Banhammer, they gave you 500 X 300 milligram every refill. Oh my god. It's like one 300 milligram pill. Banhammer, yeah, it like stops. It like it's like a because it works like sciatica is like fake pain, right? Like it's fake. You know, like your leg really isn't hurting. Like there's no damage to your leg, but like you had to like hijack the fucking neurons or some bullshit. But when she she gets fucked up on this shit. So there's no way she could ever. She's got to have it in her system all the time. That's how it works. But like, dude, she can't take the shit and drive to work, bro. She's fucking. It messes her up. I don't know what any of those words mean, Rhea Bray. Banhammer, right? Can I please just have actual painkillers? But I think the gabapentin is a bit of a miracle drug, though, because it also is supposed to, like if it's in your system over time, it actually starts, like, repairing. So, like, it's just, it responds, it's so wild the way it was, like, people respond to it. So she's fucked, dude. Like, she did physical therapy for 6 months, a chiropractor, like, everything you could think of, man. And it's, like, working out, everything they say you're supposed to do, and it's just like, oh, it's happening. I'm paralyzed. Like, can't move. My leg fucking hurts nonstop. And I fuck this. Yeah, Captain Banhammer, exactly. I'm sorry. I feel so bad for her because I remember what it felt like when it happened to me briefly. I remember when I threw my back out, and I was like, this sucks, bro. When is this gonna go away? And it just like wears you out, right? Like that sciatica, like it just like wears on you, bro, non-stop, man. And it reminded me of like the gout, right? When I get the gout flares, I'm like, it's hard to explain to someone who doesn't get them. And it's like, it's just a little pain in my toe. You know, non-stop, every day, 24 hours a day. It's not going away. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I relate now. I'm like, damn, poor thing. So I'm gonna try to help her. Help her with the stretches, help her with the massage gun, anything, you know, like. Reapray, myelin sheath is the outer skin of the nerves. If it degenerates, it exposes the nerve fibers and they start registering pain all along the degeneration. Like it's damaged. Yeah, I think that's like what degenerative disc ends up doing, right? Bad hammers, it's not a joke. You had nightmares about when your back went out last time. Straight up sold the house because you would get anxiety going to your bathroom where you fell. You got stuck on the floor all night. Fuck. Reaper, right? Nerve stuff is fucked. Like the nerves just keep imagining that you're hurt, right? That's the dumb shit. It's like, cause like I remember I bulged my disc, right? Like I slipped it, it bulged it, treated it, did everything I was supposed to do. We're healing that, but now the sciatica's like, I don't like what happened up there, so let's just do this shooting pain non-stop in addition to your back. It's like, cool, I don't get to sleep for 3 weeks. The myelin sheath degeneration is more like MS if you do too many whippets. Oh. Too many? How many is too many? It's crazy. The stuff we talk about now on the show versus 10 years ago, 16 years ago when I started, right? Fuck. A lot of chronic use of nitrous will eat your nerve sheathing. Did not know that. Bro, one of my buddies, when I first started my business, he was helping me out with some stuff. I hired him to do stuff. And he had like the bad degenerative disc from football in college. And he was my age. And this is years ago. It's like over 15 years ago, right? And so they like straight had him on like, he saw like a chiropractor and a massage therapist every week. He had a like surgically installed TENS machine, you know, like the electrical thing with a dial on it. like just surgically in his back, so that way he can just like ramp it up and like just convert pain to pulses, you know? Like the way he described it was like, so instead of, so it's like hurting, and then I crank this thing up, and so it kind of hurts, but it's more like a dunk, 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 or a wah, 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 and like it's annoying as shit, but like it doesn't hurt, right? And then they also like threw him on morphine patches after a while. So like basically his life was just like electroshocking his back, high on morphine, like sitting in a chair at his parents' house. Like he just couldn't even move, dude. That's just like the rest of his life. Just it's like fuck, man. Repray. Yeah, old people talk now, Dark Horse. Go boy, I feel for her. I've been fighting sciatica and degenerative disc disease for years. Always in pain. Right? That's how it was explained to me. It's like we're all suffering from degenerative disc. We're just at different stages, right? Repray. You messed up your back once. Suffered sleep for weeks. Slept overnight on your computer chair. Reclined with your feet up. Fixed it in one night. I was like sleeping on the office floor with pillows under my chest and like Sphinx pose. They wanted to put one of those in you too, Captain Manhammer. Buy a back brace, like just for all, like just walking around. Like, so I find myself constantly mentally correcting my own posture. Like, you know, when you sit, you kind of slouch, and then I like, you know, especially when there's no backrest, I find myself trying to constantly correct my own posture. Just, you know, so like I'm concerned if I have a back brace, that'll just correct my posture for me, right? But then I'm like, am I gonna lose it now? Like I'm gonna lose my own posture? Like I need the back brace now? You gonna lift, do housework, or just chill in the chair? Okay. All right. I'll buy a back brace. Fuck it. Nah, I'm worried. Kinetic painting, what's up, brother? All right, exclamation point, new art. I mean, exercise too. Yeah, I try to have my back go out. Next month is going to be the big bag raffle. We have new rules on how we're going to do it. I've got 5 of these bad boys being made right now. We've got a new slogan, no hobo. We'll have shirts come out next month as well for our big summer push. Now let's take a look at this bottle. Exclamation point, bag raffle. I think bag raffle triggers 2 commands. Dark Horse with the one more description. I sit for a job. Bad hammer. Right, I've been sitting for like 16 years. And so, like, I got the lumbar cranked when I go to the obesity cradle.
What book? The Unwritten Book of the Road.
There we go. Hot dog, what's up, man? Yeah, Secret Labs clutch. I use a little neck pillow for my back. I lock the chair so I can't move back. Why is this? There we go. So we've got let me lower this. Rodicus. So we're beginning a new project, and as always, we're going to go through it, figure out how to build it, if any sub-assembly needs to go down. We're going to do a classic. Speaking of Rick and Morty, replay, we're gonna do a classic season 1 adventure. We're gonna do a fucking great Unclean one, bro. Yeah, Banhammer, and I think in a lot of ways, so like it's the same thing when I went to the eye doctor, and he was like, "Oh, okay, like yeah, like," he was like, "You know, when's the last time you've been?" Like, I was like, "I haven't. I've never been to the eye doctor." Right? And he's like asking me about what I do and stuff like that, and he was like, because I stream and stuff, right? He's like, I was like, so looking at small things all the time, but also I look here, then 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 here. So like I'm constantly focusing close, focusing far, focusing close, focusing far. He's like, yeah, it's like the #1 training for your eyes. Like, I was like, I do that like hours and hours a week. He's like, yeah, keep doing it. And so I feel like for the back, yeah, you get some straight eyeball gains. And back when I used to be jacked, people would ask me like what I do, and I'm like, I just paint models, dude. Painting on models, you get jacked. Mystic Mafia, yeah, I just posted a reel on Instagram, as Disflex or as Dark Horse said. Scooby Druid says, "What headset you supporting? What headset? I think it's a Corsair. Void Elite Wireless." I'm using it. I mean, I'm talking on a mic, not this. This thing is passable for that, but it's comfortable and it sounds good. Have you seen the headset dent streamers? The headset dent Disflex? I don't know what that means. Is that a brand? I've heard people say you get a dent in your head. But yeah, I think Banhammer, like, so I used to work out like when I've been working out for my whole life. I've been doing very light stuff now, like push-ups and stuff, but I used to do like back and chest twice a week for 6 years hard. And I'm like thankful that I did, because I kind of feel like it's the only reason why I'm still in the game right now. All right, let's take a look at these instructions. There's the big ass base. Headset dents are real and awesome. Like, I don't get it. Like, Well, I mean, like you're saying it literally reshapes your skull, like, or just is it just because you're wearing something too tight on your skin for too long, and it presses down? Okay, so this is the one we're going for right here. So this base is just 99% for show. Okay. So this is what we're working on. And let's look at this. So it's marked pink. So I'm wondering in the instructions. So this is the same on all of them, right? Let me see. When do we actually get to a change? Right here. This is like the original. Okay, here we go. Rodicus is here. So we come to market on page 3. Right? Page 3. Okay, so do it. This is, it even says great unclean one here. We don't want that. This is all great unclean one. This is where we want Rodicus. Recoil. You ready for this? Main character energy. That's right, this Flux. Dark Horse. Are we going purple as his main color? No. We'll be traditional. And if you look here, like this color scheme actually slaps. This like pale yellow white. That actually looks amazing. With all like the little green kind of pin washing and yellow pin washing. That's beautiful. Scooby Druid, what do you think about that? What do you think about just trying to emulate what GW did in our own, but, you know, using our own, like, we're not going to try to copy this. Like, oh, let's do an exact replica. But what do you feel, how do you feel about drawing inspiration from this? See how they even have like some like green pin washing and glazing. Like I love that. Like he says lighter's okay, but I kind of dig a purple vibe. What do you mean purple? Like you want a skin purple? Like rather than this being like a yellow to white, you'd rather it be like a pale purple to white? Yeah, if we did his skin like this, we would definitely purple up a lot of, like, purple, pink, magenta up a lot of these accents. See, like, they keep theirs very neutral, very realistic here. We would definitely be pushing that. You know, I'd probably bring it into the tentacles. There'd probably be some magenta in here. But yeah, so you have time to consider it, Scooby Druid. Figure out, because I know the color palette. So the only plan we ever make is what's the main body. The rest of the model will guide me. You know what I mean? That's how I paint. But we need to know what his skin color is going to be. So put some thought into that as we build it. There's a classic right there. But we know what colors we're trying to bring to market. We just need to know what his actual body color is, because that's like the most important choice in this. Pick something. I'll make it look good. It doesn't matter what it is. You can say any color. It doesn't matter. Literally meaningless. Like I'm straight up, no fucking exaggeration. You could just take a fucking dice out and randomize it. I'll make it look good. It's just, what do you want, you know? Is Great Unclean one green hue? Yeah, he's like a pale green. Like, you see, it's more of like an army green. It's like a camo green moving toward like a pale, like almost ivory. Is how they do this. Okay, first things first. This might be exactly dull enough to be perfect. I have blades here in case I wanted to change it. We'll see. I like it not dull, not sharp. You know what I mean? Yeah, everyone in chat's like, we just did purple. Look, if he picks purple, he fucking picks purple. Deal with it, motherfuckers. We'll do it different. It'll be a completely different purple. It won't be dark blue, purple, white, fluorescent purple. It'll be completely different. If he wants purple hues, we'll make it like Rodicus, using the purple as the shadow game, working toward those ugly whites. You know, those ugly skin tones. We'll probably just use like a sunny skin tone with purple shading. The guys have PTSD, Savage Orc, though. You gotta realize. We just spent 3 years painting a purple Titan. Okay. 216. Oh, fuck yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Just a couple of big-ass pieces. This is what I'm talking about. Fuck out of here, Titan. What are we looking at? His big ass back? Yeah, boy. This giant unit. Look at that. If this was the fucking Titan, this would have been like 40 parts, bro. It would have been like 1 titty, 2 titty, left lower quadrant of gut, connects to the back of gut. Arms would have been like 400 pieces each. Bro, this is what I'm talking about, GW. So, as always, use the flat side of your blade, of your clipper. Push it as tight as you can against the model. Try to eliminate as much nub as possible. Always be rotating. We're going to walk you through. the creation and curation of a great unclean one. Veronicus specifically. Find 2, which is like his traps, it looks like. Right here. This looks like I'm just picturing Recoil kicking the dirt now with his arms crossed. Fine. Didn't someone custom make a knight with this kit? I wouldn't doubt it, bro. This would be a sick build for a knight. And 6 is like outer stomach right here. Reapray. I did some wheeling and dealing on Diablo 2. We got the new ladder. I should have streamed it on Monday. But I was taking care of my lady with her sciatica. I got an rune for my Nightmare Hellforge. Was able to instantly get an area. It's a big part of the puzzle. I got a Mage Fish to drop. In normal, like I told you guys, like that's kind of a hard loot table for later in the game because it doesn't show up a lot in Hell. And I was able, and that's a best in slot item for a lot of these fire builds. I was able to sling that for like my best in slot gloves, and kind of kept putting the pieces together from there. A lot of weird P-gem trades on Tradery. Then I got an Ista drop for my Hell Knife, Hellforge. Then I got that Shaco, open world Shaco drop from a fucking lightning beetle. Turned that into a lot of action. So I'm wheeling and dealing, bro. Right now I'm a sword and board barb because I don't have any other way to get resistances. Because I don't have like Annihilist charms and torches and shit. But I'm a max block sword and board right now. I'm strong enough that I can solo player 1 difficulty the throne room and the chaos sanctuary in Hell. So I'm just kind of doing inspections, and this kit is pretty good. How many of you guys have built this? This is pretty fucking good, man. See, I'm running my fingers around it, looking for the nubs. Doing some back scraping. Looks like a seam right here, but I don't know if you can even see that. There's something right here I don't like. Using the fine part of my emery board. Okay, that's nice. That's like 80% of his surface area in one piece. I have a feeling we're going to finish this guy in one show. Just Flux, a great Unclean one night would be cool. Yeah. Savage Orc says, 40k question here. Can you run a night with another faction? Yeah. There's each codex has rules on how allies work. For example, in the for chaos, like CSM, I can run one big knight or up to 3 little knights as an ally. So I think those rules are isolated in the actual, like the book that you're the person that's being allied with. Like, so it tells you, it should tell you in your book, like if your Ever Soldier book, I think.
That purple train running.
Oh, there he is. Keep that purple train running, Major Havoc. He is the bot master. He's the Titan master. He is the guy who's been running the show for like the whole year. Let me get some love in chat. And now we got Scooby Druid in here alongside Major Havoc. So we're passing the torch from one project to the next. He says, fuck it. Let's keep going purple, dog.
New model energy.
New model energy. Captain Banhammer in the house. And that's going to trigger some giveaways. As always, we're in the last, like, as always, until it's not always, exclamation point class prize every $50 donated. Major Havoc, did you see my Instagram reel? I just posted today. Like 5 minutes before the show.
Public enemy open one. Stormtroopers set freeze, but they got none. Can I make them say I never had a laser gun? But it's the Jedi tricks I'm playing on your mind, son.
Remember when other colors were also secretly easy?
That's right, Captain Banhammer. We had other colors too. There it is. Look how badass he looks in there. Purple's the best color anyway. Let's roll with it. That's right. Major Havoc says all colors are just shades of purple. That's right. That's science. Like, look. This is how I look at colors. They're all the same color. This is a perfect picture. This is like the best possible right here. See, you see, this color wheel has like the matrix in it, right? Versus the pizza slices. I think this does a better job of illustrating my point, right? So if you look, right? So we all know like compliments are, and this might maybe wrong. This might not be the best color wheel. Maybe a basic color wheel's better. Yeah, let's go with this. Let's go with the pizza slice. I think the pizza slice is even better. Let me get some love in chat. Minding my hobbies, coming in with that raid. Life 66, nice. Rottweiler, what's up, player? So when I say things like all colors are the same color, like it. When I say that, like my thought is simple. You see, and right out of the gate, you look at this color wheel. Everyone has seen this, right? So we all know like complementary colors are the opposites, right? So that's always a good way to cheat contrast, right? You see how like yellow and purple, blue and orange, red and green, but you see how like if you had more pizza slices and more variations, you would see a whole spectrum of green works, a whole spectrum of blue, right? So anyway, look at this. This is how I look at it. Red is here. Yellow's here. So when I look at this piece of the pie, I'm basically saying yellow is basically bright red. That's my mental, right? Right? So this is bright red. Meaning red is dark yellow. Right? Or other way, and orange is also bright red or dark yellow. So then therefore red and purple are the same color. Because red is just like hype ass fucking purple. It's like bright purple. And then like this blue is like dark purple. So they're basically the same color. And then as I start moving into green, I start to realize like, is green secretly also blue? And then wait, we're back to yellow. Wait, is yellow just bright green? And then I just keep going around and around and around. And I'm like, wait, they're all the same color. Fuck it. It's all the same shit. It doesn't matter. You can tell me any color. It doesn't matter. I'll paint it. It's all the same. They're all the same. The second I had that realization and like that way of thinking, I was probably like 12. I was probably like 12 years old when I made that conclusion. And that informed the entire direction of how I pick colors in my art. Pikmin, what's up, brother? Brickney, what's up, man? Nordog, what's up, player? Captain Banner says best color theory explanation ever. Sounds like something a cult leader would tell his family. That's fair. But you see, like, so that's how I look at all color, bro. It's all the same shit. And then when you take my classes and I start talking about the concept of respect, you start to understand what I'm talking about. Respecting your way through these pizza slices. All right, let's get it done. Boom. Let's see. Am I holding this wrong? Damn. It's like a straight perfect little fit. So funny that like it goes in a very specific way. You can see right there, there's that lip. Super glue right here. Paper towel. Nice. That's beautiful. Just put a drop of accelerator right here. Snap that in. Spread some of that glue out right there. Okay. Dagoon, what's up, brother? This looks like it's trapped. Yeah, right there. That one's easy. So it's just along this border right here. Here as well. Look at that. We just got, look how much model we just got done in 2 pieces. That's right. Great Unclean one's got traps like Bane. That is jacked. Okay, let's move over to 7. Make sure we get rid of these nubs.
Get this thing off the ground.
Right here. Following the track. Right there. Good. One right here. Okay, that looks good. Hole there too. So it's pretty much just it's everything except where my thumb is. There we go.
You just got your asses whipped by a bunch of goddamn nerds.
A little bit of accelerator. Looking good. Shout out to Havoc and my man Captain Banhammer. Showing some love. Scooby says, yeah, Kenny, you're right. The GW cream skin scheme is pretty solid, I think. It allows all the purple, pink, green. See, it lets us get a little crazy with the framing if the body's a little light, right? Pigment? Oh no, we're talking specifically about the Great Unclean one, not human skin tones. We're talking about this nonsense right here. Just try to sell them on that to make a decision by the time we start painting. This is his model. Okay, 8. So 10 and 11 and 8. So let's get 10 and 11. Here's 11. Oh, this big thing right here. Bro, it's massive. Your wife picked up on that immediately. Showed her the green example. A lot of detail gets lost. Yeah. Like, think about, like, pro bodybuilders. There's, like, all sorts of different ways to exploit contrast, right? And pro bodybuilders stand under direct overhead lighting they try to make their skin as dark as possible and shiny as possible, right? So then the overhead light glistens off the shininess, creating the most extreme top highlights, and they're trying to make the skin as dark as possible to have the most defined definition. You see? And so that works really well when you know, as a strategy. You see me doing stuff like that all the time with the way I airbrush. And so what we're trying to do with this guy would be similar, right? We come up with a nice solid beginning, and then we try to shoot extreme highlighting over it. But this guy's skin has got so much great texture on it that we can do a lot of great pen washing and a lot of great dry brushing. So really solid airbrushing and color selection is going to be crucial to exploit this money shot. Pickman says, my specialty is ethnic skin, so I notice when companies drop the ball, they do have a good selection of pale skin. Oh, that's most companies, bro. Yeah, most companies, they like, here's dwarf skin, here's sunny skin tone, here's elf flesh, light elf flesh, here's olive skin, right? And then there's like, here's a dark tone, right? Like a dark skin. And so the problem is it's actually really easy, like, to do. But when a bunch of people are not artists and they see that they have this like selection of like triad based, you know, white people skin, and then this one dark tone like everyone else, they get like frozen. And when I do a whole skin tone effect class in my 201 course, and essentially I break down that like everyone's skin on planet Earth is made of the exact same colors, just in different proportions. You know what I mean? And I break down what those colors are and kind of like remove the need for like using any bottled skin tone. But a lot of people who come to the hobby, they don't have like an art background, so they need the triad. You know, they need the bottled solution because they don't have any kind of background or previous frame of reference. Oh, War Pigment, you got your box from Banhammer. There's that foot. Vortex is Nurgle and Mr. Rogers of the Chaos Gods. He loves you just the way you are. He is the, I'd say, yes. Well said. Scooby says, then Mrs. Scooby says, shouldn't you be listening to the extra painter? Well, yes. That's usually why people pay me. Even when I was commissioning, the first 6 years of my business, most of the time people would not micromanage me, right? Like they would just be like, I'm doing Imperial Fists. I'm like, all right, I'll show you progress reports. They're like, and it was kind of, that was it. They're like, that's why I went to you, dog. You know what I mean? But there is still, they're saying it wasn't up to me to like convince them not to do Imperial Fists. You know? It's just to do the best version I could. Exploit the contrast, sustainability strategies. So if you say like, bro, I want a purple grid and clean one. I've been fantasizing about that my whole life. I want a goddamn purple. I don't give a fuck about color theory. Doesn't matter. I'll make it work. So you can just pick. You know what I mean? Whatever. Like if you have a favorite color that you want to be on this project, I'll make it work. We need an 8. There it is. Pikmin says, you teach a class on the Zorn palette? What's the Zorn palette? What is that? I don't know what that is. Aimed at skin tones, so painters get practice mixing it with different skin tones. Get that. Okay, let's see what's going on here. This here? Oh yeah, look at that. Bro. Fuck that Titan. They made that Titan like that just so they could break into the gunpla, dude. I'm telling you, bro. There's like GW is proving that they can make massive models in less parts. Right here, dog. What the fuck, man? It was just to fucking annoy me. This is completely enclosed. Push that in. I'm gonna push kind of tight. Keep my fingers away from any glue. Throw a little accelerator through that crevasse on the interior. All right, use my paper towel. Clean any seam work up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Banner says, I always find when I hire an artist telling them you're the artist, so what you think is cool, leads to best results. Yeah, but I'm also like a commission painter. I'm a commercial artist. So like I also work with clients. That's like my whole thing. Like a regular ass fine artist painter, like a canvas painting scrub from fucking college, they'll struggle. You try to give them instructions, you'll never produce. You know? Pikmin, using 4 colors to mix every skin tone. I love that. Yeah, I usually use like, I mean, I usually have like red, white, green, and brown. I would say for like a lot of my skin tones. But I also do a demonstration where I just kind of squirt every paint on the palette and show how they all lead to the to skin. And that is in line with my whole, if you weren't here a minute ago when I did my whole all colors are the same color demonstration, like in my heart of hearts, I believe that all colors are the same color. Like, and I did a breakdown of that. Black, white, yellow, ochre, and red. Makes sense. Red and white lead almost every direction. Black and ochre makes brown. Like, but with more stops. Yeah, it makes sense. Made famous by portrait painter Anders Zorn. Portrait painters are commercial artists. Pick them in. They're straight commercial artists. That's commercial art. Like that whole time period in human history, you know, people are like, oh, look at this amazing art. Like, I wonder what their motivation was. Like, money was their motivation. Get paid, son. Commercial art. Tommy front seat. What's up, brother? I'm gonna get some love from the Tommy crew here. Have I been rated by Tommy front seat? Let me click that. Let me click him. Well, I gotta click over to Twitch. Hit that follow. What's up, brother? Pikmin, you do both. That's the thing, is you pay because I love it and it makes money. See, I do a whole thing, Pikmin. I'm glad that you fall in that category, right? I teach 5 days a week, and I've graduated like over almost 500 people through my 101 course. And when I do my lecture, like I'm a commercial artist. I have a degree in commercial art and graphic design. I went to college. I did a bunch of like summer college for art and everything, and it just kind of stilted me on it. And then when I finally went to college, I had like a bunch of art classes. Like, nah, I already had because I already had my commercial art and graphic design degree, and I'd already been doing art and taking classes my whole life. And I just kept getting fights with everybody about it because over this concept of like what the meaning of art is, or like what's the purpose, right? And I'm like, validation, bro. Art is validation. It's about creating something and being validated for that creation. And it usually just means I made something and somebody who's not me, my mom, my kid, somebody on the street is like, damn, that's tight, dude. That's validation. You can't buy that feeling. You can buy happiness. I do it all the time. I buy 40K models all the time. But validation has to be earned. And this super necessary human emotion is to be validated. And the highest form of validation in our world, money, currency. So when you could produce art and have it valued and in currency exchange hands, that is top tier validation. And so therefore the highest form of art is commercial art. And all art secretly is commercial art because all artists secretly want to get paid. But then you have this whole subgroup. It's just like in 40K. We have a subgroup of grim dark painters on a subreddit who are all really bad at executing technique. And because of that, they, rather than say like, oh, what can I do to get better at deploying technique? They decide that the technique they're doing is fine. That was the whole purpose. It wasn't about making it look a certain way. It was about making it look this way. And they just put blinders on and just close themselves off to every other argument, right? And so like you have a group of artists who do that too. Like, I don't care what you think. I didn't paint it for you. You kind of did, dude. Art is created to be experienced, bro. So my techniques are always about that. And Pikmin says, I love the fact that I'm in a vault collection and they pay me well, right? Like, it's like, yeah. And I talk about when I do this conversation, I'm like, Michelangelo, you heard the guy? Painted the Sistine Chapel, kind of pulled the sickest commercial art contract in the history of mankind, right? Painted a bunch of jack superheroes on the fucking ceiling of the church. Basically, at that time, there was only one show in town, dude. There's only one. There was like, so like, it was like the Avengers MCU. It was like the MCU, right? So they're just like Thanos, Iron Man, all the characters, bro, just like all dope and jacked, bro. Bright as hell. For money. So like that's like it's one of the things that I go off on. I get passionate about that. We'll start plan on putting a flail in his hand. If you plan on putting a flail in his hand, make sure it clears the bottom of his body. We're doing the Eroticus. Does he have a flail? Tommy says, how's Nurgle treating you? We just started this project. This is day one. We just finished the Titan. So Eroticus is easy. Eroticus is simple. This feels so good to build after building that nonsense Titan. Da Vinci was the same. Hell yeah, he was. And then here's my hot take. My hard to swallow pill. All right. I trigger people all the time with this who are like artsy fartsy. You know why Van Gogh died poor? Sucked at art, dude. He's a bad painter. He was executing poorly for the for what was contemporary to his era. He was trying to sell people on fucking like pixel art when everyone wanted like perfectly rendered HD portraits. You know what I mean? Bad commercial artist. Yeah, bad Instagram game. People were painting like flawless works of art at that time, dude. Flawless. No paint strokes. Clean. The best shit I've ever seen, you know what I mean? Okay, so now what we got here is we got to get 4 and 3 put together. That's 4. Oh, 3 is huge. Tommy, front seat, you're painting your first set of Marines? What else have you painted besides Marines? Or this is your first set of Marines? Like, so obviously that means you might be new to painting. I don't know if that's true or not. Or you're just doing your first 40K model. Give me some more info. Sculptors made their money carving bricks when they weren't sculpting statues. Yep. Michelangelo. Always comes back to that dude. That dude knew how to make money. Dude was a fucking craftsman. Tradesman. There's a okay, let's see. So 4 and 3. Sure no. There it is. Okay. So let's get the glue on this side. I use super glue until I need plastic glue to fill gaps correctly. Push that in tight. Little accelerator right here, just to kind of spot weld that. Dax, what's up, brother? Tommy says, concurrently working on a venerable dreadnought. Haven't done any models or anything since 132nd World War II, since I was 10 or 12. 132nd. Gangster. Pikmin. He says, I caught all kinds of crap from our history teachers college. Me too. I got it. Bro, I remember I was taking this like summer college painting, like figure painting or something. I can't remember. Still life maybe. And it was like, I was probably like 17, 18, 17. My dad put me in it. And I already had a whole business, bro. I was doing backpacks, Jansports, cutting the pocket off and doing Dragon Ball Zs on them. Doing Dragon Ball Z art. And so I'm doing this painting class. It's like 3 hours. They're like, paint the apple in the vase. Like, okay, bang that bitch out quick as fuck, dude. Like 32 minutes. And then I put up, and then the rest of the time I just crush out 2 backpacks. Like do a Piccolo and a Vegeta. She gets so mad, dude. So mad. Like, no, it's about this. And also she hated it because I would always take the canvas and like get it in my lap and get my composition in my lap. Right? And then put it back on there, do some big color blocking, put it back in my lap and do precise line art and shadows and stuff. She was like, no, don't do that. I was like, it's precision. You can't convince me otherwise. Like I'm precise. And bro, like she'd always criticize me, but like I'd have the literal best fucking apples and vase of anyone in that room. And I crushed it in 32 minutes using my techniques that like I learned from like Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, and fucking other legit ass fucking artists. You know what I mean? Okay, so we got to get 12. First 40K stuff, Tommy says. So you breaking into the 40K world? Did you just start the hobby recently, Tommy? What got you into it? Pikmin says teachers could get mad because I would finish pages faster than they want. Yeah, they hate that shit. You know what the problem with being an art teacher is, bro? Like, you have to, like, credentialize yourself. What am I looking at here? Okay, like this. Oh, I gotta get the foot in there. Let's see. This is the I think this is the heel. I gotta get number 5 in there. Now I reverse canvas for political commentary and minis are money and fun. A reserve canvas. Oh, I reserve canvas. It's good. Okay, so I think this is where the foot goes. It's always like a little puzzle. There it is. This is one of those ones that, like, gotta put the angle just right. And I think that if we look, this probably has a hole in it somewhere, or no? This is the heel. Why is there a hole here? Oh, there it is. I was looking for the peg and the hole. I want to see if I can, like, hold it just right. How does this go in? Oh, I see. Another one of those weird angles right here. This always makes me nervous because, like, if this doesn't go in just right, then that won't line up. Kind of just have to go for it, though. Trust the build. Let's look. Yep, it fits. We're good. Tommy got into the lore after playing Space Marine 2. I knew you were gonna say that. Just had a feeling. Had a suspicion, at least. There's the heel. So that's the first kind of tricky spot. Give it a little accelerator right there. On the interior. Crash and Adam says, I'm going to sign up for your 101 tier Patreon in July. Do you deal a lot with students who try to create the values and contrast but accidentally cover the previous mental shot? Crash and Adam, stake it. Yes, that's literally like a part of my... it's a major part of the first lesson. Anybody who in here is taking the airbrushing class will laugh at that. Yeah. Lesson 1, right, is airbrushing, crashing at them. So we break it down into 3 pieces. First, it's like a lecture, then a digital presentation, and then hands-on. Pigments is just easier that way for me. I sculpt some stuff, but I need more confidence. You know, I always want to be good at sculpting pigment, and I'm like passable at it for these purposes. But like, I'm like, when I do it, I realize this is a whole ass thing that I didn't spend years on, like I spent on my other thing. You know what I mean? So I respect the shit out of sculpting. Okay, so now we can put this fat ass leg on. There it is. Bro, look at that. Beautiful. Texas Wargaming, I appreciate when you talk about your upbringing. Make me feel I'm doing right by my daughter. Support her when she wants to try anything related to arts. She's getting it sculpted in a moment. Good. I recently just dispersed advice. I just handed out some advice on a similar subject to one of my students. I have a lot of opinions on the subject that you're touching on. And that's Texas Wargamer over on YouTube. There's a ghost town on YouTube, brother. There's a bunch of people on Twitch right now. But, best piece of advice I can give you, which I'll give you in a second. Crash the Atom, thank God I was worried. I'm beyond help. No, dude. He said, no. No. Bro, I teach people how to airbrush, and they're like, I have the box. Should I open it now? Like, off the street. I teach people who are like, I've been doing this for 7 years. I could skip this class. You know, it doesn't matter. I got you, bro. So, like, my Texas Wargamer, my advice on the subject is that this comes up sometimes. It comes up a lot of class. Like, it comes up almost every class, but, like, essentially people need to realize that, like, you know, when you take my classes, I'm not training you to be an artist. I'm training you to be a miniature painter. It's technique. Miniature painting is straight up techniques, bros. It's super easy, technique driven. Any hobo off the street can do it. So the reason I mentioned that in reference to your daughter is that the reason I don't train artists is because you can't train an artist. Because all the training happened already. Like, it happened, like, your daughter is painting or drawing or whatever she's into, right? And it's like, she's already been doing that since she was young. And you noticed she was artistic. And you authorized her to be artistic. And you said, here's whatever you need. Here's the crayons at this stage. Here's fucking colored pencils. Here's paint, whatever it is. By authorizing the child to go as hard on the subject as possible, that's where the training's happening. It's like that first 18 years of their life where they're like, kids are like little crack addicts, bro. They smoke crack, right? Whether it's Super Smash Brothers, GoldenEye, fucking WCW, NWO World Tour, or drawing Goku, or fucking drawing Wolverine. Like, we're just smoking that crack pipe in our bedrooms for 10 hours at a time, non-stop. Put that into an action plan for 19 years. And then they're like, maybe I should go do art. And then they start getting real formal education. Bro, I can't train somebody to fucking match that. It's impossible. Adults can't do that. Only kids can. So when you don't authorize the kid to do something that they're passionate about, it's a straight up disservice. And not only do you have to authorize the kid to do the thing that they're passionate about, you also now have to exercise parental discipline and never let them forget the thing they're passionate about, because kids get distracted at different phases of their life by new stimuli. So my dad never let me get distracted. He was like, no, motherfucker. I was like, I don't want to do like the painting anymore, Dad. Oh, it's fine this year because I got a girlfriend, right? He's like, no, motherfucker. I'm your dad. Now it's my job to enforce discipline and fucking be a leader, and forced me to do those things if I wanted to go on dates on Saturday with my girlfriend. You know what I mean? So he had to like use it against me and also authorize me to do it. Never let me sleep on it. $15. His entire back is one piece, guys. A bunch of techniques that you apply to what you're working on. Pikmin, yep. Miniatures is easy, bro. And I notice people who have like a really dope painting background, Pikmin, when they first enter the miniature market, like the miniature painting market, they kind of suck. Like they do like super dope ass freehand over poorly executed like large models, because they don't know the techniques, right? But they can really paint those Night Titan shoulder pads that have really dope murals on them. You know what I mean? But all the metal and every other detail looks janky, you know? Because they have to learn the techniques, the application. You can brute force certain elements, but it's super easy, right? It's a trade. Straight technical, man. Right tools for the job. Follow this procedure. When people take my class, first 3 lessons, usually you end up 85th percentile by the time we're done. Because it just kind of showcases that a lot of the market is just kind of brute forcing it without technique. Savage Shark says, why are you calling out our childhood like that? There's truth in that. Yeah, a lot of parents fuck that up, dude. Straight up. A lot of parents fuck that up. They're like like you either have the kind of parent that's like art is stupid, or if the parent fucked up, it's like, oh, art is stupid, you're not doing that, you're gonna be a lawyer. Do better at math tutor, right? Or you have or they said, oh, you can do as much art as you want, and the second you didn't want to do it anymore, they're like, that's fine, you don't have to, but you'd already been doing it for 10 years and you're really good at it, you obviously love it. No, now it's time to be the disciplinary. But too many parents, you know, try to guide kids away from doing something artistic. Because, you know, they're like, oh, it's not a paying job. Which is fair, but I ain't trying to do something I hate. Rather be broke and do something I love. Recoil says, this is the Tour de France of GW, new school model tech. Blue joints being hidden in folds. Yes, right? This is like the top tier shit. See, they have this technology. Everything they did on that fucking night we did Recoil was deliberate choice to be assholes. Pikmin says, I quit art for 10 years, didn't really get back into it until my daughter was born because I needed something. No, dude, I did the same thing. I stopped drawing for like straight up a decade. Because you do get to a point where like You do get depressed from lack of forward momentum, or it stops meaning something to you. Or a big failure, because we're artists at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So, you know, so there's sensitivity involved and there's like actual feelings. I did the same thing. I stopped drawing for like 10 years. I didn't start drawing again until like I started streaming on Twitch and started drawing my own t-shirts and stuff. Repray says, wow, this mini comes together like a retail store chocolate bunny. It does. See, now this is there's a little gappy here. That's to be expected because, you know, we're putting so many sections together. But with just a little force, you see any big gap, as Recoil said, is just a fold. Okay, so this one's another easy one. Does it go down to his ass? Wait, did I miss? I feel like I missed something. I think I'm about to fuck up. Yep. I was supposed to put his ass on. Right here. God damn it, I just spilled my fucking accelerator. Alright, we're locked in. We're locked in. Just gonna have to do it. We went one step out of order. Bro, I can't tell you how many times I've completely dumped one of these on my desk. Completely soaked my emery board. That's the ADHD, baby. And I'm just pushing hard, and it's kind of spot welding. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna grab some paper towel. Clean that stinky ass oil up. Crazy. Now that I think about it, you were... Where would you say my BA army is percentile? Yeah, like 85th, 90th percentile? Dr. D. Or pigment? See, that's another way. Your parents pushed you into a trade that you would be good at and interested in. Pigment. Your parents thought art was only good enough to be a hobby, never a profession. They changed their mind when I started making real money. Texas. She took digital media class last year. School loved it. Her teacher was amazed by how much she knew about shading and small detail. Like a halo around the moon. He's 3/4 ass, we pray he is. Recoil, I agree. It was overcomplicated just to be a $300 price tag. Just drying this up. Okay, let's get that big ass that I missed. Which is 13. Bro, wait till you see how big this piece is that I missed. And we'll do a whip session here and close the show out soon. I've been just like, I've been slacking. I could have easily finished this today. I still may. That's right, Savage. You're not a real hobbyist until you spill something. Is this the Kool-Aid Kid? Reapray? Is he on this playlist too? Half a fucking orange. It's this asshole. Bro, look at this. Missed this whole ass. This whole ass. Oh, this is what I'm worried about. Getting it wedged in there. You see? Because it was actually supposed to be in there first. You can see there's this little spot right there where it wants to lift this up. So I'm about to fuck with it for a second to get it in there, Baz, the mouth. Okay, so under here, gotta lift it up. Okay, okay.
Yo dog. Hopefully all is well for KBC.
There it is.
Legend Supreme. That is all. Hello mom.
So it's just pretty much snap fit in there now. But what I'll do, I'll show you how I'm gonna come back from that. Rottweiler, what's up, brother? I'm gonna get some love and chat for Rottweiler. We're also gonna give away some classes here in a minute. Let me get some love and chat for Baz the Mouth. So you barely need glue on this part, but we're still gonna do it. So what I'm gonna do, I probably can get like this one pretty easily by just kind of lifting it up. And it's the bottom anyway. Now, what I'll do is I'm also gonna get on the inside here. See, and I can see light shining through right here. So I'm gonna just take this. See what I'm doing? I'm shoving it in there, and I'm gonna run some glue on that gap I see in there. Okay, now I'm going to take one of my little shitty brushes and I'm going to spread that glue into that seam manually on the inside. I always have like a little shitty brush set aside for this kind of stuff. So I'm forcing it into that gap, into that channel. Push it back together super tight. Squish that glue in there. There we go. So we got that sorted out. No problem. Now let's go back here. We got the back, arm, Now we need 14 and 16. And after this, that's the base of the Great Unclean one. And then we go to Rodicus's build after this. So all the variants are built off of this chassis.
Government is the problem.
Do a little dry fit. My little brush. They hide seams inside of these like flaps. It's genius. Little accelerator. And we've got the big butt flap right here. Let's make sure our seams look good. Some glue on this fat thing right here. Bro, what a delightful model to assemble. What a fucking delight. True hobbyist model. Mateo, that's a good emote. And what the last piece for the base build is 9. Well, Sark, this will be Rodicus. And Scooby Druid is still working out the colors, what our base color is going to be. I'm trying to lean on him to pick the actual like kind of Rodicus artwork for GW and kind of get to draw inspiration from that because I really like that presentation. Bro, let's just catch some wet glue because that's not coming back out. There it is. Wow, that's a tight fit. Recoil. Almost couldn't get that out of there. Recoil's mom. She's got it going on. Look at that. This proves why the fucking night is willfully ridiculous. It's deliberately nonsense. Like, look how big this model is with all this stuff. So few parts. So now we skip to this page. And then we start the instructions from here. And what I want is this. So this is Rodicus. I want to use that as the base of our inspiration. But Scooby Druid is like, I think, still considering like what he wants his main color to be, because because it's entirely up to him. But I like this like lighter presentation. Okay, guys, let's do a whip session. Crash and Abs Radicus is #1 Grandfather Nerdle's favor. So we're giving away exclamation point class credit. Every $50 donated during the show, we give away a class. These are valued at $100 a session. So you win the credit. You can take the first lesson of my course if you want, the airbrushing lesson, which is 2 hours. Or you can, do anything you want with the credit. But a lot of people use it to kind of try before they buy. So every $50 donated, we give out a credit. We're $11 away from giving out 2. Exclamation point whip. We're going to take this time to load up Discord with any projects you guys are working on, or something you're done with, or you want to just show off. Exclamation point whip. Join the Discord server and start sharing right now. We're going to do a little CNC. Exclamation point class credit. Reappraise. Is that a ditto on your mug? Oh, this is just a star. And 11 minutes away from another credit, or $11 away from another class credit. But we'll pull names out after this whip session. Let me get this queued up. Rottweiler. Is this Bruno doing some airbrushing? Hell yeah, dude. This conversation you guys are having in chat is preposterous. I just want you guys to know. Crashing Adam, Go Boy, Muddy Funster. I'm so happy to see him out there doing some airbrushing, Rottweiler. Just getting him to use the tool, get him familiarized. Because the thing is about kids is that they don't have the same coordination as adults. So giving them reps early, I think, makes pretty precise artists. Recoil's mom in chat. How you feeling? Rottweiler, yeah. He's got a good handle on the tool. These are awesome pictures, Rottweiler. The other day, my lady was going through my top drawer over here. She's cleaning the Beats lab. And she was like, why do you have like just playing cards of some kid? Because I have Bruno's football card in my top drawer. Number 51. And a Rune Forge. Like that kid's gonna be a superstar one day, and I got his ultimate rookie card, bro. Like later on when they're trading cards back and forth, I'll be like, do you have this, motherfucker? Rottweiler, he's on his way. He's into World Eaters Angron. The bestest Primarch on Earth. Yes. Oh, wow. You got him to airbrush off like a bunch of this? No, I said minus the jackals. Bro. Got him throwing some washes down. Nice. He did this? Bro. Damn, dude. Good. That's good active washing. Turns 10 tomorrow. It's amazing. Now the young man will learn the joy of painting gold trim. That's right. Four reds. Good work. My so yeah, feel that, Rottweiler. So my oldest niece, she's turned 18 and we moved her into her college dorm for the summer. It's for 2 weeks. Last weekend. My brother had a like little mini fridge delivered here and a like microwave. So I drove up. Oh, I guess I gotta start ripping my shirt. I have a UCF shirt now. That's where she's going. University of Central Florida. And so that was a big deal. And then my younger niece, she just celebrated her 16th birthday. So, like, 16 and 18, one going to college. And so then I'm going to store all her stuff here for 2 weeks after the summer courses. And then she goes back to her actual year, like 11-month dorm. So it's been wild being back in Florida, Rottweiler, close to my family. Rudo's killing it, man. I'm so proud of the kid. Oh, here's your new split color scheme right here. I love this Rottweiler. Looks so good. Some wolves. The old Smash Captain. That's right, go boy. Obligatory food pick. Is that on a paper plate? Classy. Look at all this. Amazing. Idiot Rampage. This is just the model is just intense. Oh, this is the Blood Bowl version. Maple, High Grove, Swift-Vine, Glimmer Shade. Why is that so many words? Oh my god. Oh yeah, I can see how much of a bitch this is. This is a Forge World model? For Blood Bowl? Oh my god. No! That's upsetting to see. The Canadian team. Maple. Oh, it's upsetting. Eating a rampage. At least he got to crash out some Little Caesars. Banhammer, lots of hobby content today. Kicked off AOS narrative campaign. Reaper's Wrecked House. Got a squad of spirit hosts knocked out this afternoon and working on the last of my Reaper team tonight. Here we go. Oh, yes. Easy peasy. What's up, brother? Good job on these. I like how you did the faces on the center here. I would say try to get that kind of effect on all of them. If I don't know if you are. But you see how you got the faces on the center, guys? So they'll be almost like they can see the skull being exposed. Those look so good. Oh, you're in the process of moving right now, easy peasy? You moving apartments? What's going on? Getting a rampage. I got a box of them and went with the ass. What the ass is this? Yeah, that face really sells it. Because you know, this paint job is like designed to be easy, but you got to hit the details enough to like sell the audience on it. And so the faces, I think, is a big part of the sell. Beautiful, man. Moving in with your girlfriend since your lease is in July. Smart. Bored stiff since you packed all your painting stuff up. How much stuff do you have, bro? I don't even like own anything. When I moved to my girl, it just all fit in my truck, dude. There it is. War Pigment. Got the hobby box.
What book? The unwritten book of the road.
You still got a solid 10% of your stuff to throw out and store in storage. Oh my god, how much stuff do you have, man? It doesn't make any sense. They just threw his shit in there. Look at him. Going full ass engineer mode on this stuff. So awesome. You have a lot. Easy peasy. You're so ridiculous. Bro, like, I had, like, my computer, my minis, my chair. Not much. KR Quinn, what's up, brother? We're just doing our whip session here at the end. We're on the new project. Look at how much we built in one session. Proving that the Titanicus model was deliberately nonsense. Look how big this is. This was like 8 parts. Come on, man. Come on. GW, you have the technology. Okay, this box slaps, bro. Fanhammer, good job. Wolf Sark, let's take a look at what you're working on. More Eldar. Endless Eldar. Ooh, wait. What's this? Some flamers. These are pretty, though. We are doing a raffle right now. Exclamation point class credit. Every $50 donated. So no, we're $11 away from a second giveaway. Let everyone know. Well, sorry, your army is half old, half new Eldar. That's fair. You can see it. Like, look at the chunkiness difference. This guy's got finesse. And they got these old ass, they get these busted ass flamers. You've been playing the Seer Council Death Star thing. How do flamers fit into that? Oh, and there it is. The man himself. Okay, Quinn, you're working on 3 rounds. Post to rip next stream. Whip next stream. Can't wait to see him. Good old classics. Remember when I got my first 3 rhinos? Changed my life. Rhino Rush, baby. Bruno in chat, what's up, player? Happy birthday. Says I'm playing corn. World Eaters. Let's go. That's probably one of my first armies. Was a World Eater army. Like one of the first times I sat down and like planned out an army from start to finish. Way back in the day, the World Eaters had just gotten their own set of rules, in a white dwarf in 3rd edition. And I sat down, planned it out, built and painted and executed. It's probably the first army I ever did that with. Bruno, and you're gonna play demons, Scarbrand and Lord of Skulls. Hell yeah! Yeah, Quinn says these are probably in the 30s. The rhinos painted. Yep. Scooby says, Kenny, we be going with your vision on the Roddy. Rodigus. Great. You want use GW's art for inspiration for our art. Got it. Van Hammer, getting these orders out. Oh, for Elro. Oh, that slaps. Yo, I love this. Pigman, I grabbed your link. This box is amazing. Go boy, you still have nightmares about my Lord of Skulls. Battle ready boxes, let's go. Beautiful. Oh, we got Disco in here with the Disco chop. Beautiful, man. Camo Specs in chat. What's up, player? Well, sorry, I need to play against the new EC at some point. Yep. Love this guy. Beautiful work, man. This goes knocks out models left and right, bro. Nordog, what we got here? It's just like 10 Chaos Terminators? Bro, it's so badass looking. Man, 10 Chaos Terminators just sitting like shoulder to shoulder like that, dude, is so intimidating. So super strong. Pigment. Yes, I got it. I pulled it up on the. I have it in the background browser. Speaking of unclean ones, managed to snag this. Oh, easy peasy. We're doing it. You gonna make 2? Savage. War. Was possessed. Time Vampire. These 2 and the 2 I have. It's time to be chunky. So you're just gonna do some Great Unclean One spam? Exclamation point, class credit. Alright, let's take a look. Let me change the browser link.
Red, white, blue.
It's easy peasy. A true American hero. So,
Let's make that an even 100.
that's right, brother. Thank you. That means we're going to give away 2 class credits. Shout out to Easy Peasy. Was Rodicus the Nurgling that became a Great Unclean one? Go boy, I have no idea. Or dog, hell, yes. Jade works great for Appalachia. You just pick Min's Instagram. Follow button. Oh, this guy looks awesome. Bro, that like leopard face or whatever, jaguar head, so awesome. Scooby Druid heading out for dinner with the missus. Much love, brother. I love that. Yeah, I love that. Oh yeah, he's got some value painting. Or just like better priming practices, really. Beautiful. Look at this thing. Oh wait, didn't you show me this once? Or maybe I just saw it on Instagram. I think it's awesome. Oh, you sculpted the jaguar head? I guess now that you've told me that, I can see it now. Couldn't tell before. Love that thing. Okay, cool. Why until we talk about this AK Lucky Varnish? Okay, cool. I don't know. I don't really use AK very much. I use like I've used their pigments and stuff. And I even find them too aggressive. They have a lot of dope technical stuff. Like when it comes to varnish, I've been just using the Army Painter airbrush varnishes. So if you're just tuning in, I did post a reel. We're done with the Titan. We're not gonna film this guy anymore. There he is on his little base. All the content on this model is on Patreon. We've got like 20 hours of content, edited content for that build and paint, and how to make that happen. So that's done. So exclamation point access Patreon. I think I opened it to all paying members, so even $1 members. Pikmin, thanks for hanging out, brother. We're gonna make this match the time. $18 minutes, 25 seconds.
Rolling with my clique and we coming with the heat.
Get back into the cradle. So here's Eroticus. So 48, 49, let's take a look. I think this might be the Eroticus sprue right here. Let's see.
You got a hold on me. 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 You got a hold on me.
So here's 49.
You got a hold on me. You got a hold on me.
Here, Quinn, I hate varnish or primer through an airbrush, to be honest. I own 2 old Grextras for it. Only got 4 now. 2 good ones, 2 old ass ones. Which one's 48? Am I struggling to see this? I'm starting to think it's not on this. But I think it's this. No? It's 47. Not a different sprue? Yeah, Quinn, you can pretty much what I do is like I said, I basically just use this air satin from Army Painter and I just raw dog it. The trick is when you put it on the model, you want it to look wet, not milky. Do a couple of coats. That's it. It's that simple. Should be the easiest thing in the world. Just raw dog the airbrush varnish. Oh, okay, here it is. 48 is on the main sprue. This might be another common part they share. But you use the Eroticus insert. Back scrape. Two box 6K of the testers. Still, it is. Yeah, I mean, if you can still get it, bro. I just had to figure out a new solution because this is just getting so hard to get. Yeah. You see what happens, right? It's like hoarding Devlin mud, right? It's at some point you just got to figure out what the new tech is. Oh, there's a fat seam on the finger right here. Don't like that. This, I see it. These tricky ass. How does this, dude? This is like one of those weird ass Jenga pieces. Just to fuck with it for a second. Oh, I see. It goes through the hole. God, I'm so dumb. There's a hole.
What book? The unwritten book of the road.
Yours are all in French, Karen Quinn. Damn. Okay, we got that. We gotta get 50 now. Back to the Rodicus main sprue. Look at that. If this was the Titan, this would have been like 4 tentacles and an arm. Back scraping. That's a pretty heinous nub right here. I don't want to gouge it though, so I'm using the back scrape. The problem with some of these big round areas, the way the brew makes contact with it leaves a really strangely shaped contact point. And we're just subtracting from it by kind of like planing it. Get the finger right here. Francois, what's up, brother? Bro, I saw that post on Patreon you put. The base and those feet look great, dude. And I forgot. I'm gonna go over there right now. Forgot about him last whip session. Francois, 2 foot tall, Phantom Titan. Like that foot is humongous. Like this image really drives it home. It's like a pizza plate. That's fucking wild, bro. Any thoughts on improving the water before I put the effects over it? I don't even bother with it, bro. Like, just every time I fuck with doing anything and then I put the liquid resin over it, it doesn't... It's like, that was a waste of time. You know? Old Rusty Boy, what's up, brother? It's 11 by 14, bro. It's like a large pizza. Kara says it looks like chicken feet. Delicious. It does. It's like, it looks like fucking Big Bird from fucking Sesame Street. It's beautiful, Francois. Let's get this last bit done before we do our giveaway. We are doing a giveaway right now. Exclamation point class credit. 4 minutes left. We're gonna draw 2 winners to win class credit. Look at that. Beautiful, man. Rodicus. Old Rusty says, "Sup, you the man. Just want to let you know. Lol, no homo." We just put a We have a big bag. We have a big dice bag giveaway next month. You just reminded me of our slogan: "No hobo." We've got the new bag art commemorating our going into our 9th summer on the platform. There's some deep lore behind this. That's right. According to the diagram, the tentacles come out. Oh man, look how well that's done. Look how good that is, bro. That's like, look. There's recoil. You seen this? Like, it snaps in. That motherfucker's not coming off, dude. That's not glued in, bro. If I wiggle it, I can take it off. Bro, that's crazy, dude. It's so much better than a fucking dumbass. Why is there a cat in here? How did you get in here? Came in the back way, you motherfucker. See your ass. Come on, let me put up the raffle, guys. About a minute left. Exclamation point class credit. Old Rusty says, just caught up with you on the Longwood podcast. And I'm sad I have to wait weekly to listen to y'all now. No, you just got caught up to real time. I'm sorry, bro. Oh, Rusty says, is that a wedding ring on your finger? I did a Latino, dude. I have to signal to the world at all times that I'm taking. She says things like, let me catch you talking to some other Latino. It's a quote. Cat, why are you in here?
You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
Let's see if I can get a picture of this dumbass. This is one of those new cats that we got. Come here, asshole. He's gonna poke his head at you. Guaranteed. Really? I'll pull the camera out and he just runs away. I was gonna put it in lip. So those two cats that we like rescued from the fucking spade of stray, they're getting real friendly now. All right, here we go. We're going to give away 2 class credits. Thank you guys so much for your support tonight. Major Havoc, Rottweiler, Captain Banehammer, easy peasy. Whoops. Bruno. Happy birthday to Bruno. Think he's got a couple class credits saved up now. And Mateo. Mateo's just going to go through the whole class. All right, guys. What happened to my playlist? All right. Big shout out to the donators, as Rico said. Shout out to Quill Daddy, the mod. Thank you guys all for hanging out with me tonight. We're going to try to blow it up this summer. But if you guys are interested in getting legit hobby momentum this summer, sign up on Patreon. Not only does it help me pay my bills in this era that I'm in my life, it's also how you actually progress forward, generate real momentum as we prepare for the tournament season later this year. Where's the raid going tonight? Thank you, Caddick Painting. It's fucking cat. Gonna bring it to Rot. Thank you, Mateo. All right, guys. The raid is queuing up. Bring the length, the girth, the positivity, and over to Rottweiler's stream. As always, until we meet again, play on, players.
Can't keep these thoughts at rest. Is it my fault if I can't calm myself down? They won't let me take a breath. Keep counting change to buy myself some time.